In this short episode, I'm going to cover something that could come in useful to Hive Engine users should you run into a problem during high volume trading periods like we're encountering now. If this sounds interesting or helpful to you, please stand by. Hey everyone, welcome back. Bronze Dragon here, saying thanks for dropping by. I appreciate your time. Think about liking and subscribing if this content brings value to you. With that said, this is going to be quick and to the point. I ran into an issue this past weekend on Hive Engine. If you don't know about it, if you do a lot of action on Hive Engine, one of the features that's available is the swap feature. This came to light, and I learned about this through a video from Gathering the Magic, I don't know, probably a year ago. Before that time, what I would do is I would go in, and if I had a token I wanted to sell, then I would come in here to the standard screen, and I would, take the top buy order and sell it to that person, right? And then turn around and buy whatever coin I wanted to buy. Well, they do offer the swap feature, which works with liquidity pools, where you can go ahead and swap for one token to another. In this case, I was swapping from SPS to GLX. And it does involve a slippage fee like most trades do of 5%. But then it goes through and you don't have to do a bunch of different buy and sell orders. Okay, so that's the basics. But what happens is if you try to do a swap action and there's not enough liquidity in a pool to complete that action, there's not enough tokens out there, what have you, then you may run into a situation where the swap action fails on the blockchain. It times out. It will bring back an error after a few minutes. This has timed out. And what happened to me was my SPS went out for that trade to another, it's another service. Let's go ahead and let's look at the swap here. If you go to the service that uses it is DSwap, and they do have a FAQ if you go over there. But basically your tokens are sent to another liquidity pool, and then they're traded out for another one and whatever you want, and then it's sent back to Hive Engine. Now there's a couple extra steps in there that I'm not going to detail, but that's the basics. Well, what happens was my SPS was sent out, the trade failed, and then it would never went back to my account. So I allowed time. These things sometimes take time, but after about 12, 16 hours, I wanted my SPS back, right? So what I found was if you run into this situation, scroll down to the bottom of Hive Engine, and there's a link here where you can create a support ticket. You click that, and it opens up a ticket. Very straightforward. Email, full name, phone number, what the topic is, and it'll have you ask you to put your Hive name in it. Okay, let me tell you this, as a person that's been in IT and worked ticket desks for years and years, I can say that they got back to me, or they didn't get back to me. They took my issue, they looked it up on the blockchain, they researched it, they found the failure, and then they refunded my money refunded my SPS within 24 hours. Okay, so here's a quick takeaway. If you run into a failed transaction due to usually low liquidity or high movement of liquidity on Hive Engine, and you lose, for all intents and purposes, your token goes poof, and you want to get it back, put it in a ticket on Hive Engine. Very good rating so far for me as far as their turnaround time and actually fixing the issue. This has been Bronze Dragon with a quickie. I hope that'll help someone out there. If you find this information useful, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope everyone on your side is happy and healthy, and I will see you on the flip side.